Kentucky, home to the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. Big Red is here ready to lead these fans to victory. They're eager to get this clash underway. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hilltoppers offense will get first crack at it here. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Marks. Finds his man, it's Chester. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Hilltoppers in a good spot here with second and short. The give from the gun. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Hilltoppers have this offense rolling. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Prince. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Snap from the gun on third down. Bringing the heat. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Hilltoppers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here we go. Handoff from the gun. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the FIU Panthers offense will go to work for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable. Guys that...
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Let's take a minute to look at Florida International. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, Number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So got to continue to play well within the conference.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just... In this drive, will start at the 25. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Back to throw, it's Marks. The short hands, it's Chester.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Chester. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37, it's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Leaves it with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jones. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to sneak it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Marks. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Jones. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got to feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They'll run it from the gun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Here comes the option. Now the toss. He's out past the 35. Lots of room to run. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Rides the back on the option, the give. Push down for the tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
They'll try to run for it. And he gets stopped before he gets started. A loss on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. FIU will line up to punt. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Looking for a man. It's Marks. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Offense in a bunch formation. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Right on the money. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you could definitely see he could hit that turbo.
He's loose. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Boston. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll pull it down and run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Back to throw, it's Marks. Fakes the catch. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's brought down the 1 of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Absolutely center cut. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. The Hilltoppers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
What an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. They can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass-run option. If he wants to take a shot down the field, so be it. But if not, just chew up some ground and go get a positive play.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. FIU will line up to punt. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Backed up now, here's second and long. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Back to pass, it's Marks. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And Hoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Let's go! Let's go! They'll try the run, fighting off the defender. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Hilltopper. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Gives it on the option. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking left. Got a man. It's Nelson. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He has the first and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Here we go. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He caught it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Western Kentucky, 17. Florida International, 10.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give out of the gun. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Marks. Makes the catch, it's Jones. He goes out of bounds, they'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Hilltoppers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defense. He's got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They're facing a third down. Rides the back and leaves it. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Hilltoppers have their offense in high gear. They're going to ride this running back. Slithers into space. Ripping through the defense. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Prince. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And this drive feels like it's just gone on forever, right? The clock is just ticking away. The defense is aware that it's got to be frustrating because you just allowed another first down, fresh set coming up. You got to do something to stop this bleeding.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered and get to the football.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. They pulled a little closer, now down 20-13.
And with that kick, man, we got a 1-possession game. Here's the good thing. Good news is you got all 3 timeouts. So you can kick this football deep, use your timeouts, save as much time as you can to give your offense a chance to go win this football game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff to Jones. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got his man. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
Well, trailing late here in the fourth quarter, what an effort catching the ball in the middle of the field, knowing he's got to try to save as much clock as he can, and he's able to get himself out of bounds and do just that. That was incredible.
They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough.